We haven't really talked about why we do this podcast.
Money.
Well, no, it's not that.
Cash. I got him.
You got him.
It's definitely not that.
Yeah, it's not that.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said.
Yeah. Nice.
I mean, I think James and I have been friends with both of you for a long time. We love both of you, but I don't know why either of you,
We agreed.
Zach and AJ would agree and then want to do it together.
We thought it'd be fun.
Well, I felt bad.
Yeah.
You guys were out of jobs.
Yeah.
You'd always invited me when you did have jobs. You were always like, hey, come over to the job.
Yeah. Yeah. We'd show you the job. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was like, I want to pay it forward and help James and Elise with their next chapter, but I didn't know it would be this.
Why you say it like that? I didn't know it'd be this.
I didn't know it'd be this.
Yeah, exciting.
It's exceeded my wildest and lowest expectations.
Well, can I ask you this? If you were able to pick something that we would have worked together on, what would it have been?
I think maybe if there was more Arizona Circle, I would have liked to have been in some of those sketches. Because what was the animated one you did? The sex swing.
Yep.
I would have been on that.
Yep.
And then
Maybe a part in Halloween House, the book.
Oh yeah, I could have been mentioned in the book.
And I didn't.
You could have just used his name, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have been one of the kids. There could have been a disabled kid in there.
Yeah, I guess that was an oversight on my part.
The problem is there was a porch at the Halloween house. So that
But that was old wood. That was old rod. He could just blast it right through that.
I think I would like to be in one of James's wrestling matches.
Oh, yeah.
That would be great.
How can we make this happen now?
I mean, we've talked about it in some ways.
I just feel like I want to be pulled into the ring at some point.
You want to get roughhoused.
I want to get roughhoused.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could we swap you out with a dummy somehow? Like there's some
I
mist.
think I am the dummy.
Okay.
Yeah, like just if you wanted to be the most hated villain in all of wrestling.
It would be funny. You know how all those movies take a dummy, they replace someone obviously with a dummy. I want to do a reverse bit where I come in with a dummy, but then when it's time for it to do something like fall down the stairs and go off a cliff, Zach gets cut in.
I love this. I love this.
That'd
This
be
is
so
beautiful.
good.
Welcome to Answer For It. This is a comedy trivia podcast where I give the questions. I'm Elise Willems, and I'm joined by
AJ Locast. I'm trying not to look at you because
I'm hideous. Because I'm so
no, because you have the
hideous.
questions on your laptop and they're right next to me.
It's because I'm hideous.
Oh no! And also, yeah, I fear your face. But hello, I'm AJ Locasio. Fearer of faces.
Hi, I'm Zach Anner. This is my house.
And I'm James Willems. This is Zach's house.
We should have called the podcast Zach's House.
That would be a fun name.
Yeah. Welcome to Zach's house.
Zach's house would be a good name for a 90s throwback show that we made, like an Adult Swim style show that was referencing 90s culture where it looked like a basement and Zach was the host and we'd come on, but it would be very subversive. So weird things would happen that wouldn't have happened. On those
and
types
years
of
later, we found out that the host was doing creepy stuff.
Yeah, big time.
You know?
Did you hear about Zach from Zach's house? That's what a lot of people would say.
That's why he wouldn't let us in the basement.
Don't go in that house.
Yeah.
Why he tried to keep us in the basement. Anyway,
hey.
First question.
Okay.
If you lived in Britain during the Industrial Revolution and worked as a knocker-upper, what might your job have been?
I mean, I have a realistic idea, but I guess
This is a comedy
it's a very
show.
good question to set up for funny jokes.
A knocker-upper.
I mean, it's almost too obvious what the funny jokes would be.
Mhm.
I want to do a funny joke that's not what you would expect.
Yeah, it's tough though, because it's sending us down a path of comedy.
Yeah.
We resist, I say.
We resist.
We resist the comedy.
resist.
let's not go for the low hanging knocker-upper fruits. Let's be intelligent for a moment.
Yeah, I think it's one of those, like that thing at the fair where you're supposed to show strength if you could knock the thing up.
Yeah.
I think originally that was a real method of building where you would knock things, like if you were like on scaffolding or something.
Hand me that bucket.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna take an actual guess. A knocker-upper sounds like someone that you'd hire some guy to just build frames for things. I'm just gonna knock up half that building. I'm gonna, I don't know, an accent this is. I turn into Willow.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Willow. Someone that would just basically build the rough scaffolding of a building because it's
A barn raising.
A barn, exactly like a barn raising, except less thorough. But someone that would just build like the frame.
Do you ever think about how, like, just because we're not Amish, we'll never get to partake in a barn raising?
I think we could just
probably, if we wanted
ask.
to.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, but the difference is that if you're Amish, you have to barn raise, so some of the fun is lost.
Yeah.
How many barns aren't they in a finite space? Like for me, you'd always hear like in Witness or Pinky in the Brain when they visit the Amish.
Yeah, the two examples of the Amish.
Witness and Pinky in the Brain. They're like 3:30 time for a barn raising. And like, how many barns they got to raise?
Probably every season they probably raise a barn.
They move them too.
Yeah, they move the barns.
Move the barn?
Why would they move them?
Better spot, better logistics, I guess.
They don't have the technology to keep the goddamn barns up.
So these are disposable barns?
The wood's bad, wood's rotten,
Bad wood.
termites.
They only use bad wood. Do we have any Amish listeners who can tell us about?
This
Are they allowed to listen?
single-use barn.
I mean, it might be. Maybe they just can't build it well enough to withstand the whole
We
year.
Shouldn't have Amish listeners, right?
Are they allowed to listen? Maybe they're on Rumspringen.
Elise and I did a trip on train across the country. On train. From Chicago to San Francisco. And when we got on in Chicago, a group of Amish people got on. Now, they didn't do the whole trip. They just did part of it to get from somewhere. But one of the kids was on his iPad the whole time.
Wait, where?
But he was on a Nintendo Switch, no?
No, it was an iPad, I thought.
I mean, I'm all for this.
Yeah.
But I thought this goes, what we know is
number one, they were on the train, which had lights and shit and Wi-Fi. But number two, the kid was on his iPad. So I think maybe there's some wiggle room.
If they just is being Amish now just about the suspenders and the beards?
And the barns?
Yeah, they definitely had the beards for sure.
Was it October 31st? Asking for a friend. Okay.
It wasn't.
All right. Well, that eliminates
Wait,
that.
You think that these were costumes?
They were
Halloween
dressed.
costumes?
I don't know. It seems like a really good idea for a whole family.
Yeah, we're an Amish family for Halloween, but we're taking a train.
A little train
Gotta
special.
celebrate on the train.
Haunted Chicago train trip.
Zach, if we went to Vampirates this Saturday, could you go?
Didn't you already broach this?
No, it was the following Saturday.
Right.
This Saturday.
Vampirates.
What is going on this Saturday? I think I feel like I'm gonna have to eat before because Carly says the food is very not.
So
great.
to tell our audience, Vampirates is a spinoff of the Pirates Dinner Adventure Show here in Buena Park.
Not here in Buena Park.
Well, no,
we
not
don't
here.
live
We don't live in Buena
in Buena
I
Park.
mean, I guess we could say that.
We
so that
don't live right across the street from Pirates Dinner Adventure, so don't come to Pirates Dinner Adventure and look at the house across the street and expect to see me and
like a
James.
sizzler across the
No, I
street.
would say I'm pretty sure it's that Rockin' Brews.
Yeah.
We don't live at the Rock and Brews.
Yeah, and we can't go to medieval times, so because we've been already, and so we're forced to go to Vampirates.
Oh wow!
Well, think
Forced.
about it. Think about it.
I will think about it. I'll give you an answer by the end of this podcast.
Oh,
Wow.
exciting. We'll find out who the piggy is and who's going to
And
Vampirates.
who's going to
or not.
Vampirates?
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
we
go
do need
this
to
weekend,
pick a
but
piggy.
We haven't been good about picking
No.
a piggy every
I feel like the
podcast.
audience comes in and they have hot takes about who's the piggy of the podcast.
we
Yeah.
haven't laid down what exactly the rules of the piggy are, because I thought it was someone who, like a truffle pig, can snuffle out a good answer.
Yeah,
that was
Zach
the-
didn't interpret it that way.
No.
So now it's caught somewhere between being a badge of
It's a-
dishonor
it's a
and a badge
huge
of honor.
insult.
Yeah, it's the
Huge
biggest insult you can receive.
So really, it could be anything. All right. What was the question?
Knocker upper.
Knocker upper in
Knocker upper.
industrial England.
I'm proud of both of you for
Industrial
avoiding the obvious.
We're not going to go
answer.
with the cheap jokes. We don't do the cheap
don't do
jokes
the
here.
cheap
But I do think there's a level to the cheap joke that I'd like to make.
Pray tell, what would be the cheap joke?
The cheap joke would be it's someone who arrives and then impregnates at a certain time. But we know that's not who it is because we know the term for them was an alarm cock.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
I was going to say I hate it when you work blue, but that was nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Into the Blue. That's my favorite movie.
So this guy shows up. He throws some pixie dust.
Yeah.
As
It's,
you're
it's
listening.
sawdust.
He memorizes all the
Handful.
menstrual cycles
Clean up
of the women
seed.
Yeah.
in town. So he knows all their menstrual cycles. And so
Ugh,
he says,
this-
oh, you're probably ovulating right
this,
now.
This is taking a dark turn towards Zach's house.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's the Industrial
It feels
Revolution.
like a plot of-
Everything is dark.
Yeah.
Jack off the Ripper, just going house
Oh
to house,
my
impregnating.
He's the best.
God.
He's the best knocker
Oh,
upper there
Oh
is.
my God.
Actually, he'd
Wow.
probably be the worst
He'd
knocker
be
up.
the
That's why he
worst.
was a bane of society. Who is this man who drops his seed upon the cobblestone?
It's damn slippery out here.
Yeah, I nearly
People
fell on my ass. This
just skating around. It
All right.
was rough out there. Hey,
Is it someone who fixed the door knockers, Ebenezer Scrooge? He makes sure that it looks exactly like the face of someone that you worked with.
yeah, his dead coworker.
he goes around and he goes, I heard one of your coworkers died. You want me to design
Like
a door
Muppets
knocker?
Christmas Carol.
Like
Yeah.
every interpret
Yep.
of like.
Wait.
But hey, Elise, like a Christmas Carol.
Does that happen in every
The
interpretation?
Disney one, it
Yes.
turns into Goofy.
Yeah, it always turns into him.
It does it in the.
But I love
what's in
that
the
you
book?
thought it was only Muppets Christmas Carol.
And I didn't realize that there weren't two Marley brothers.
Oh, really?
I didn't realize that this was a
Yeah.
Bob Marley joke.
Marley and Marley?
I knew
It's such a
that.
good
I
joke.
knew that there was only one in the original.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the answer? Pray tell.
So a knocker-upper, their job was to rouse sleeping people so they could get to work on time.
An alarm clock.
So no, that
Uh-huh.
was not in use.
Okay.
So they literally would like with a stick or whatever knock on doors or windows to wake you up so you could
Oh,
wake
yeah,
up
yeah.
for the
Oh.
day.
I've weirdly heard about this, but I
And-
would know that was the name.
Yeah, by the 1940s, 50s, this essentially died out, because we.
Thank God, because they kept
Yeah.
getting shot. Because people were just like, "Would you stop? It's Sunday."
How would you snooze? Like, what would be the
You don't
equivalent of hitting the
snooze
You
snooze?
throw a
button?
rock
You
at
have
him.
to go to the factory
You
at
gotta-
4 a.m.
Yeah.
to work for 12
But if I wanna
hours,
hit it
7
at 10
days a
minutes-
week.
Yeah,
Snooze.
you had no choice in when you had to
Yeah.
get to work. You couldn't get to work late, or they would kill you and just make
Yeah.
another child
Yeah.
to work.
Do you think they were friends with the lamp-lighters? Hello.
I bet.
Their
I bet.
time-
they
their
would
time would-
pass.
they'd be like, hello.
When the lamplighters were going to, they were putting out the lamps. The knocker-uppers were like coming to work. They were done with their work.
I bet you
Yeah,
could
I guess
moonlight.
they would be
They were-
opposite.
I think they would have to be. They would be putting out the lamps for the daylight, and they would see the knocker-uppers and be like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
taking over."
Who
That's
wakes
what
up
it'd
the
be.
lamplighter?
Who watches the Watchmen?
Who watches the? Yeah, exactly.
Who impregnates the impregnator?
Oh boy.
Who jacks off the jack off?
the Jack off the Ripper.
I bet that you could moonlight if you were a knocker-upper and you were a lamplighter. I
Yeah,
bet
you
do
could
both.
definitely pull double duty. But
Yeah.
Lamps out, wake up.
One 12-hour
Yeah.
shift.
we call that now being overemployed.
Overemployed?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Like in the COVID era, when people were able to have like
Mhm.
2 jobs because they worked from home, so
Yeah.
their other employer didn't know about that employer. It was coined to be overemployed.
Oh.
Yeah. What's the ratio of vending machines to people in Japan?
1-to-1.
Hold on, let me think of a funny answer.
Vending
What's the
machines to
funniest
people.
number we could come up with?
No,
6 to 9.
no, 4
Wow.
to 20.
I'm gonna go 1-to-1.
You think for
I
every
think for
person?
every person born, they create another vending machine. I mean, that feels logical,
The
right?
Japanese
Well, the
government?
population is currently decreasing in Japan.
So
That's
then
true.
they kill a vending machine every time.
So they have to make it match still.
Unalive a vending machine every
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
My friend Nicole read a statistic that was a joke statistic that there were more trombones in the world than people, and she believed it.
Think about trombones. They've been around longer than the current population.
No, but
Trombones have been around longer than anyone that's
It doesn't make
currently
sense.
alive.
how many trombone players you know?
No.
And you never throw away a trombone. That's the rule. once
is the
your
rule.
trombone is built, you keep it. So
And they
they've been
get passed down by family.
There's trombones that are hundreds of years old.
Probably true.
So we could potentially, I mean, there's no way in hell, but we could potentially have more trombones than people.
Yeah.
They've had a longer runway to get started than we as humans. 'Cause we top out at what, like 103 years?
When
trombones?
humanity's gone, all that would be left is freeways and trombones.
Yeah, trombone. Little cockroaches playing trombones.
I don't know for certain, but it's almost a guarantee that my parents still have my saxophone from when I was a kid.
I think that
Oh,
counts.
yeah.
Throw it on the pile.
Should I have them send it to
Your
me?
mom's going to listen to this
Yeah.
podcast, hear you say this, and then the next day we will
It's a
have
photo of my
the
saxophone
saxophone.
in the case that.
Saxophone.
Yeah.
But should I have it sent to me?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
can hang it up like art.
You know, recently I went.
You've taken up the saxophone.
I went on to Amazon and was looking at how cheap I could get a saxophone. And I saw that there were purple saxophones, and then I've always wanted to do this, but now the cat's out of the bag. But I just wanted to randomly, without like saying who it was from, send Chris Damaris a purple saxophone.
Yeah.
With a note that says, "Come out on your balcony and play for me."
He would.
I know.
He
would.
I just like have it be like a surprise of who the hell would send me a saxophone.
Ratio of vending machines to people in Japan.
1-to-1, baby.
I mean, you wouldn't ask the question if
Just
it
like
was
trombones.
something sensible. I don't think one to one is. There's a lot of people in Japan, so
Yeah.
I can't think it's 1-to-1. And I also believe that there's probably less vending machines once you start getting into more rural Japan, right? Once you get out of Tokyo, where
You'd think.
to be
And
fair,
less people.
90% of everyone in Japan lives.
Less people in the rural areas, more of an
Trombones.
advantage. Yeah, more trombones.
Advantage.
Vending machines.
Vending
Pouring
machines.
trombones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 4-to-1.
4-to-1.
Mm.
Wow. So you think more?
There's 4 times as many people as vending machines, which still seems like an astronomical number of vending machines.
It really is. I'm sticking with 1-to-1.
I'm gonna go 10-1.
That's probably, that's maybe better, but I'm going to stick with
Are you
4-to-1.
Googling it? I'm afraid to look. It's so intense.
I just want to double check, okay?
All right.
Because I've seen some conflicting information on this.
Oh, come on. It's
You
like the
gotta go to
trombone.
the-
How is there more than one piece of information on that?
Well, okay, so let me tell you the
Okay.
two statistics. The two statistics. I had originally seen a statistic that said it was 1 for every 40 people,
Okay.
but I also see predominantly 1 for every 23 people.
23 seems like a less ballparked number. So I say we go
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
No
It's
one
also
just
closer
goes,
to my number.
23.
Yeah, 1 for
closer to all our
every
numbers.
23 people.
That is
Pretty impressive.
really insane.
And if the birth rate keeps declining, will they sell like those real baby dolls, like the one from Twilight in vending machines?
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
Renesmee?
the other
Yes.
question is how many items are in a vending machine? Is
Yeah.
there an expectation that one person will buy 23 things from a vending machine?
People love those things. So yeah. Right? Like people.
Every
you get-
single person is going to buy 23 items. You'll never sell out a single vending machine at this rate.
But you're not. So people will buy things from those vending machines and sell them overseas because we don't get those things. There's like a whole secondary market where those things are really coveted. Why do I know this? Don't worry about it.
And we've
Well,
done the digital ones.
I was going to add to
Yeah.
that. I
Oh.
guess now you can also
digital
play
claw
a
machines.
vending machine in another country using
Yeah.
webcams and stuff.
We should do
Beautiful.
an answer for it field trip where we go to one of the human claw machine games
Yes.
where they strap you into the
Mm-hmm.
harness and then you are lowered.
Can
Have you seen
we
these?
do a tandem?
We don't need to do it. We'll take it one at a time.
Why
AJ.
Tandem.
Why would we need to do them tandem?
If you were
'Cause-
lowered into the thing and then the prizes are there, how does a human not come out with a prize?
You do. They just charge you a lot of money, so
Mhm.
that way, like
The
as
stuffed
opposed
animal
to
you grab.
claw machines where there's a win ratio and there's specific ways to do it, and they make their money by you not winning prizes. This system makes money by you just wanting to be the claw.
And you're just
So the prize is
but
whatever.
are the prizes equally hard to grab? Like it's like, oh man, I really want the piano. I want to get the piano.
Yeah.
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 One small diamond is in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, so 1 for every 23 people.
I love the idea of an answer for it field trip.
Let's
that would
do
that
it.
would be the dream, is to
We just did
we
one,
do
though.
these things on the
Wouldn't be
show
a travel for it.
where we ask
Oh,
questions like the vending machine question, we go, I guess we don't know for certain. Boom. We take a trip to Japan to find out.
Boom.
But then we also stay there for 2.5 weeks.
We might be going to Vampirates depending on when Zach says by the end of the podcast.
We don't have any trivia
Is that
though
a field trip?
related to this.
I think I might be able to come up with a question or two.
I think we should try to record an episode at Vampirates.
While it's going on?
Yeah.
Horribly recorded, impossible to listen to, but we'll see how it goes.
I don't know if I want to know the answer, but this is just me talking out loud. At medieval times, you're assigned a knight,
Yes.
a region of the kingdom to represent you, so you have someone to cheer for. At Pirates, they go like,
Here's your vampire.
Black Bill's your guy. Like, do they assign you? And then on top of that, for Vampirates, is it now, or are you just sitting there watching a show? You don't have, it's maybe that's the reason you're not.
I'm going to
invested.
guess it's a passive experience.
I feel like I should be able to betray the pirate that I'm rooting for.
Oh, yeah.
And then also take his place in the show.
We better have a vampire and they better be gay as hell is what I'm saying right now.
But is it
we
gonna
got a good
offset?
shot. They're vampires and pirates.
Yeah.
But no, but it's like a negative and a negative.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
That's going to be almost guaranteed to be straight.
Oh, that sucks. I don't want to go anymore.
American Airlines saved $40,000 in 1987 by doing what?
Firing all of their pilots.
40,000. That seems like a really small amount of money for an
That
airline.
was 1987.
I wonder if it's
like
something to do
$4
with
million.
luggage. That's when they started charging for luggage, or saying there's a size limit on luggage or something.
No.
No? You know the answer?
The bag of peanuts that you used to get 12 peanuts. They cut it down to 10.
That was it? That's all that they needed to do?
$40,000 right there.
Yeah.
Wow. The allergy lawsuits were dropped.
Toilet paper,
significantly.
double ply.
No way.
No, single.
It's good. I never thought about that. It's like, yeah, people with like extreme peanut allergies. You can't be on an airplane with a whole airplane full of people
why
eating
they stopped
peanuts.
doing peanuts.
It's so
That's-
ridiculous. And then, but have you ever had a flight where they're like, oh, we can't serve our snacks because someone on this flight has this allergy?
No, I haven't.
No.
I have.
Oh,
And it
were you the guy?
No.
Why would they announce it though?
No, they're like,
And he's sitting in row
Yeah.
25.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like, that's not that guy's fault, but I hate that guy.
Yeah. So you can't serve any snacks?
Yeah. You can't, because if there's like an extreme like gluten allergy or
Yeah,
something.
but you can't be like extreme. Can you be extremely allergic to gluten to the point where
Sure.
like,
Probably. You can be extremely allergic to anything.
At that point, you got a bubble boy.
yeah, I think I'm sorry.
You ain't
Not-
ruining my snacks for me.
Not a scientist, but there's some studies that I saw recently, because as you know, I read the journals. No, I go on Reddit like everybody else and then
Yeah.
read the headline. But I saw something saying that peanut allergies are decreasing exponentially because early exposure when you're young prevents having like the mild allergic reactions when you're older.
What's the ratio of peanut allergies to vending machines?
That is 23 to 1.
Wow.
23 to
It's the
1.
ratio of peanuts to people.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not telling anyone to go out there and expose people to peanuts. To
Rub
get
a
rid
bunch
their
of babies in
allergies. But I
peanuts?
think it might be something to do with not being exposed to it when you're young. Your body doesn't react to it better.
I'm putting my, if I ever have a baby,
yeah.
which is unlikely, first thing I'm going to do is
Your hips.
take it to the, what was the Lone Star Steakhouse or and shove it in that big peanut bucket.
You mean, is that where they have like the floors filled
Yeah.
with peanut shells?
In high school and college over the summers, I worked at Lone Star Steakhouse.
Yeah. And then what I just said?
That's what he just said.
That's what he just said.
Sorry. I worked at Longhorn Steakhouse.
Oh, okay.
And everyone would come in and they'd go, "Where are the peanuts?"
Why?
Because they get confused. Like I just got confused about which one they went to because they're so similar, and both of the icons are like a steer or whatever.
Yep.
But people would get really upset and they go, "Where are the peanuts? I want to throw the peanuts on the ground." And we go, "That isn't this restaurant,
Gosh,
sir."
you
I
are from
used
the
to just
South.
always suck all the salt off the peanut shell.
I
Spit
wouldn't
the
know.
peanut on the floor.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't at that restaurant.
I would do that.
I don't like this.
Zach was on the right track.
$40,000.
for like minimizing something.
Yeah. I'm sure they did a decrease in peanuts.
It's going to be something silly like they stopped giving soap. No more soap.
It's pretty silly.
Yeah. They went from plastic cups to paper cups.
They didn't fill the gas tanks up all the way.
Yeah,
They
just
said
leave a little room.
3/4, plenty. We'll glide in.
Yeah.
Fume it, yeah.
They cut it with baby powder.
They eliminated exactly one olive from every salad served in first class.
Oh, hell yes.
And they
now,
saved
that's the kind of
$40,000.
thinking I
Yes.
like. One olive? That's fantastic.
What about my martinis?
Well, that's fine. You
I'm
paid a premium.
I'm shocked they had olives in the salads.
First
But I guess it was a different time.
Well, especially you're on a plane, that thing might be rolling around.
Smoking your cigarette, eating olives.
Yeah.
Think about how free you were
So
in the
there
early
was
80s.
olives. They did have olives. They just took one away and they
guess
saved
so.
40.
I'm curious how many there were. Is this a 25% cut?
Maybe you just fire the olive counter, and then you'll save more money if you just because who's actually counting out the olives?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,
That's a
1, 2,
great
3.
point.
I mean, I'm sure it was just the chef. The chef was like, okay, 3
Yeah, it
olives.
was a package meal.
Gotta put 3 olives.
It's
yeah,
like
but
Subway.
someone, there's
When
a
you go
chef
into
in a
Subway and
factory.
you see the teenager behind the counter go like 1 meat, 2 meat, 3 meat, 4 meat.
It's
And you
Dr.
go, Can I
Seuss.
have extra meat?
Thinking back to the
Mustard.
knocker-upper, do you think it was like a system where you get 3 knocks and that's all you get? And then maybe at a certain point he was like, I'm cutting it back to 2 knocks.
Yeah.
You only get
Save
2 now.
$40,000.
Yeah.
He's like, I can get the whole neighborhood in under 5 minutes now. It
Yeah.
used to take me 7.
Just run one knock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'd have to like have a pamphlet, or you'd have to let people know ahead of time that like, okay, it's changing to 2 knocks. Because if you're used to 3 knocks and you only get 2 knocks, you don't think it's the knocker upper.
No, yeah. Could be something. Could be a bird.
He sounds like a
Yeah.
villain.
The pamphlets are like when Hulu ups their prices.
Yeah.
Like, hey, just so you know, in
Oh,
November,
God.
we're raising our knocks or lowering our knocks.
I love the idea of late stage capitalism versions of this kind of
Of the
stuff.
knocker upper. Yeah. You had to sign up for it too, I'm assuming, because you don't just want some rando dude at dawn knocking on. You had to be like, hey there,
Yeah,
governor,
but it's like
can you?
newspapers where you like see a guy on a street corner and you give him a nickel and
Yeah.
you go, well, this covers my newspaper for the next 100 years
Yeah.
or something, you know?
Huh.
Well, I mean, mortality rates too. Like your knocker-upper could drop deader at any time, and then you're
Yeah.
not waking up.
You show up at the factory, you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's 5:20 a.m. and I'm late.
My
Like, what's your
knocker upper
excuse?
died of tuberculosis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
consumption.
Yeah.
Well, and who knocked on his window to wake him up? We already asked this earlier, but I just want to.
Could be the candle lighters or what was
God,
it's
I
a
don't know.
cycle.
He's like, I started a new job. What is it? I'm a knocker upper for knocker uppers.
Yeah.
The thumb grind, skin the gerbil, man on the flying trapeze and his brother, and the infinite handshake are all names for what?
Oh, sorry. What was the first one?
Yeah.
You
All right.
I just heard sounds come out of it.
The thumb grind, skin the gerbil, man on the flying trapeze and his brother, and the infinite handshake are all names of what?
I have an actual answer, I think, but I'm
That you
afraid.
think is the right answer?
I'm going to say yo-yo tricks.
Oh,
Like, because that's what they all sound like. They'd be something to a string with a little yo-yo.
That's a really good
That's a
answer.
good
And
answer.
as a 90s child, we all were on the playground for a solid week and a half with our fancy yo-yos.
I got pretty good at yo-yo for a while.
I did
it was
too.
a weird phenomenon.
I really wanted that yo-yo ball that would like automatically retract itself because all the kids at school had that because
Yeah.
it was a rich kid thing. But then I of course never got stuff like that. So I got a real yo-yo, which I am grateful for in retrospect because my grandfather taught me all kinds of yo-yo tricks
Yeah.
with it.
So basically, you can do more with a regular yo-yo
Yeah.
than you could do those fancy yo-yos.
All I could ever get a yo-yo to do is like I'd get it down to the bottom and then it would do that sad thing where it kind of rolls on its side. Like it would just unwind itself.
Mhm.
And that's all. And then I'd maybe do it like 3 times and it would always just be, I don't know if I was rolling it wrong or what, but like very bad at it.
I want to take this time to issue an apology to sleight of hand magicians because I was
Okay.
critical. I'm often critical of,
Yeah.
and was just the other day speaking about how it kind of bothers me that if someone's good at card tricks, they feel the need to always carry a deck of cards with them at all times. If you know someone who knows card tricks or is a magician, they're almost always playing with cards wherever they are, any social situation. And do you really need that? But when I was good at a yo-yo, it was really satisfying to just casually yo-yo
Yeah.
all the
but
time.
you were 8.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't.
How? Because when
I was probably in my teens,
Oh.
like 16 or 17, but I got pretty good. Like I would walk the dog. I would shoot it when you could shoot it 3 times and like draw like a clover in the air. I could do all kinds of cool yo-yo stuff. And it felt good. Like even if you're just watching TV, to just throw the yo-yo and pull it back, it felt good. And thinking about this now, in this moment, I want to apologize for how critical I've been of magicians in the past.
It makes me think of what items are those, like yo-yos, cards, sure, if that's your trick. But if you were like really good at cup and ball.
Okay. Wow. That's so crazy you said this. I have that was the thing I was going to point out. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No.
I was at Disneyland and someone we were hanging out with, that was his whole identity, is he's a cup ball guy. And he had a shirt with a cup ball. It had the symbol on it. And the whole night he was doing cup and ball. And I was like, what is with this guy? And my friend was like, oh, they're really passionate about cup and ball. And I was like, how? But for like 3 hours that we're around this dude.
Disney though.
Yeah. But we were like, it was like the after hours, like, oh, they work here at the park. Like, let's go to Trader Sam's. Let's hang out. The whole night, the dude's fiddling with this cup and ball, and it just didn't stop. And he's not just like doing it like you would with a fidget spinner where it's like, this makes me comfortable. He's like doing tricks where he's like throwing it up and spinning around and like
there a trick
all night.
to do?
He was doing all kinds of like Cirque du Soleil crap with this cup and ball.
James, would you like to retract your apology?
I wasn't applying to cup and ball people.
I see. Okay.
Cup and ball is also frightening.
Only sleight of hand, because you can do a bunch of things with cards.
Yeah. It's
But
also
cup
cards
and ball,
are here
you can get the ball in the cup.
Yeah.
But he's explaining it the way you're explaining it. It sounds like you can actually do more with the journey of the ball into the cup.
Yeah.
How does he feel about the spike and ball people?
I don't know what that is.
The one that it's not a cup on top, but it's a very small spike and there's a tiny hole in the ball so you can throw the thing up and get it on the spike. Exactly.
Nary the two.
Is that a rivalry?
I don't know. Yeah.
Cahoots?
I wonder what knickknack I could, like, just thinking about it, it's like I've never had a talent that I could just do, like, no party tricks for me. Because I was just, I couldn't even learn the basic life skills, so there were no extras that I got.
Yeah. You're like, I'm going to fill up a glass of water.
Maybe that should be your thing, though, Zach.
Yeah.
Maybe that's your thing.
Just filling up.
Guys, watch this. It takes a little bit of time, and there's some spillage. You busted it out.
Oh
That's
no, I
party.
screwed up. Oh no.
Hold on, let me try again.
And then would you wear a t-shirt with a full glass of water on it that represents your skill?
Yeah. We stop inviting Zach to stuff because we're like, he won't stop fucking filling up a glass of water over and over again.
Please, we're hydrated. We're overhydrated.
It's like fucking signs in here. There's fucking half glasses of water everywhere.
Just cups of water everywhere.
God forbid we invite over the cup ball guy and then you guys put your act together.
Oh, God.
Splashing everywhere.
Wow. Well, I'm going to say oink, oink, AJ. You might be the piggy of the podcast because they are yo-yo moves.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm just glad this got me to vent about the cup. Of all the things for you have called out, I was literally just about to say I was with a guy who was obsessed with cup ball. And this is like 10 years ago and I'm still getting over this.
Oh, I thought this was like last week.
No, it's
This
like a
doesn't
long
change
time
anything.
ago.
I've
Yeah.
heard this story before.
It was just one of the most insanely like intrusive things to be doing while other people are just trying to have like very normal conversations.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just that he had the cup ball. He had a t-shirt that was like a league. I hope this guy listens to this because I have not gotten over this.
I'm going to issue a request to Disneyland security. If you see anyone try to bring a cup and ball in, refuse them entry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm cool with fidget spinners. I'm cool with like needing tactile things, but the cup ball thing was like a never ending circus act. Also the sticks. You remember those things where you'd have like
devil sticks.
the two sticks
Yeah.
with the floopy
They're called
thing in the
devil
middle?
sticks,
Is that
I
what
think.
devil
Yeah,
sticks?
that's what we called them.
Yeah, you can't just do that.
Well, there is a guy on Instagram who's
He's
like
really
the
funny.
juggler. I
Right.
don't know what his handle is. We saw him at
Oh,
Magic
yeah.
Castle
Yeah,
one
he's
time.
great at Magic
and he's
Castle.
great. And he can juggle anything. And
That's
that's his
fine.
whole
Love
shtick.
him.
And one time he had a parasol and he put a hamburger on it.
Okay.
He called it too. He
Okay.
said, it's a hamburger in a package.
It's a McDonald's hamburger.
McDonald's hamburger in a package. And he said, I'm going to spin it on this parasol. So the package flies off and then the hamburger spins and it shoots out the pickles.
Okay.
And everyone laughed. And then he went, and then spun this parasol like this, and it's constantly riding around the edge, and then slowly he's adjusting it, and the packaging starts to uncrinkle, shoots off, and then he goes, now for the pickles, and he's adjusting it, and then 2 pickles shoot out of it, and then he catches the hamburger. It was incredible.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This gentleman, do you think that he before the bit, he wraps it specifically, or does he just trust the McDonald's employee to wrap it so consistently that it will do what it does always?
Second one, because we trust our McDonald's employees.
Yeah.
Consistency is their main thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like maybe he was just thinking it would be funny to spin a burger, and he noticed every single time the same thing happened to the same
Pickles
order.
flew off.
And maybe there are some times where he will examine the burger and be like, let's make sure it was packaged the McDonald's way. And if it isn't, he'll adjust it. Maybe new employee, first day.
That's true. You never know.
But I like to believe that he found out that the McDonald's policy packaging allows him to do this trick.
We could probably have him on the podcast.
I'd love to have him
Oh,
on
I'd
the
love that.
podcast.
But he wouldn't talk. You just hear the wet sounds of a burger being spun.
All
and
kinds of
pickles
things
flying
being juggled.
off.
Let's apply this fast food scrutiny to our next question.
Okay.
In 2008, Burger King launched a product called Flame that was a far cry from its typical fast food fare, available to buy for a limited time at Ricky's NYC stores and online. What was it? What
Wait.
was Flame?
Ricky's like the makeup store, like the costume.
I don't know. I've never heard of Ricky's NYC.
Ricky's is a makeup / costume, like kind of like how we have a Spencer's.
Oh.
It's like a Spencer's mixed with a Claire's.
That's useful information to help solve this question.
Yeah.
It sounds like it would be lipstick that's the same color as their ketchup.
Flame.
Wait, isn't their ketchup just the same color as every ketchup?
This is specifically their ketchup's color.
But Flame. Why
Flame is the name of it.
What year did you say?
Or their
year?
tomatoes?
2000.
I'm trying not to look this
Yeah.
way.
2008. The product was called Flame.
I would have been in the city at that time. I could have been gobbling up these products.
I'm going to say it's a candle that smells like Burger King.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
So
Charbroiled in your home.
Yeah.
Yeah, they charbroil.
They flame broil.
They flame
it.
broil. I don't love the flame broil.
No,
Can I say that?
no, you want just a hot surface. Cooking
meat.
hot plate.
Oh. I haven't had Burger King in so long. It's been
I don't know anyone
Decades.
that's had BurgerKing. And maybe it's the people I surround myself with. And this isn't a knock on Burger King because I don't really have a preference. But most people I know do not care for it.
I drove.
I
will
was
say,
a Burger King person growing up.
Same.
Burger King
kid.
Kids Club?
My dad was obsessed with Burger King.
Yeah, that's the only wheelchair representation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
In the kids club?
Yeah.
In the kids club.
What was his
Yeah.
name? It was like Casey.
Wheels.
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 Yeah.
Wheels.
All right, never mind.
I was gonna
Points
say,
off.
I couldn't remember exactly, but
Wait.
I would have bet $100 it was Wheels.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I mean, that's in the 90s. They would just give you like, what's the most
You go,
obvious?
aren't you? Hey, you're represented. Take it.
Everybody wanted to be the kid with sunglasses.
Yeah. Well, he
Yeah.
had to call it Kid Vid, but he
Kid
also
Vid.
had like a power glove and like stuff strapped to him. He was more machine than man.
We call Zach cups.
Yeah, because I have a cup holder.
Oh, I thought it was
no,
here.
it's
Fill
for
up
the
the water.
water.
Oh,
You already forgot about your talent.
you want to watch me pour something into a cup around all these mics?
Yeah,
Yeah, right about this one.
after.
After you had a bunch of caffeine.
What was Flame?
Okay, so it was in 2008. Burger King partnered with Ricky's New York, a makeup and like hair dye place. I'm gonna say maybe a hair color of some sort, like a hair dye.
An eyeshadow.
Yeah,
Sesame Seed Blonde.
yeah. I don't know why you would. I mean, lipstick sounds
Lipstick,
really,
right?
really.
Mm.
Yeah,
That heat. Mwah.
that's all I could think of.
But what would it be? The ketchup?
Just really red,
But why
orange.
red?
No, it's got to be the burger. It's got to be
The
the
heat.
orange. It's the orange.
The flame, the heat from the flames from their flame broiled.
Is it
burgers.
the pattern? Like you know how they put that artificial fake pattern that's like the three.
They don't
grill
have to put
marks?
it because they flame broil it. So the pattern comes organically.
I thought it was
true.
fake.
That's the whole
So
point.
the
I think they
grill.
put it. They got a stencil.
I think
in
they
there.
got like a little
that's the whole
stamp.
point. Their whole marketing campaign is trying to reaffirm that they do it legit.
Okay. Well, maybe that's what you get is a little like temporary tattoo. They'd be like, go get your flame. And they get a little temporary tattoo for your cheek that looks like you've been flame broiled.
Man, I could go for some chicken
been
fries
branded.
right now.
Same. Zach. Okay, so you're both on the right track, and you pointing at it that was a makeup store really helped
Hey.
because like lipstick, yeah, but the scent of the candle, it was a men's body spray.
Whoa.
Wow.
They described the spray as the scent of seduction with a hint of flame broiled meat.
Okay, well, those are
Hold on,
two
yeah.
opposing statements there.
There's
And-
it's like vampires. They're at war with each other.
Yeah.
There was a website for Flame that had the Burger King reclining by a fireplace, but he was naked, but he had animal fur covering his genitals or whatever, and you could buy it the fragrance for $3.99.
It's so important that we all forgot this is the era.
$400 for that
No.
piece of shit? No.
$3.99, Zach.
Ugh.
$3.99.
The fact that we overlooked that was the era of the king, like that adds
Yeah.
a level. We may have figured that out if we knew. We were in the Axe body
The
spray,
weird,
weird
The
king,
sneaking video
King.
game.
That was a great time for Burger
Yeah,
King.
it was.
But it didn't convince anyone. That's the time where most people said that they stopped going to Burger King to eat.
No, I
They
went
just
more.
thought of it as a comedy brand.
Hey, we would like, if Burger King wants to sponsor this podcast,
Oh,
we
yeah.
will eat Burger King every day.
Oh,
Yeah, no
shovel it down.
questions.
I also back in Canada, I like the poutine that Burger King serves. I assume they still serve it. They used to.
What about Hungry Jack's? How do you feel about Hungry Jack's?
Is that the Australian Burger King?
Yeah.
Mm.
Because there already was a
That a
Burger
thing?
King in Australia. So when they went to Australia, they had to call themselves
Hungry
Hungry
Jack's.
Jack's.
Kind of like Hungry Jack better.
Hungry Jacobs. Last question. In the end credits of the movie Scream,
Oh,
Yep.
Wes Craven included the message, quote, "No thanks whatsoever to the Santa Rosa City School District Governing Board."
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I think we all know what this means.
I think we all-
watched the Scream commentary. We're all Scream aficionados.
did you watch? I haven't seen this.
It's great.
I watched it for the first time with these guys.
It's because they wanted to film at that school, right?
And they wouldn't let him film at the school
Because they
and
said it was too violent.
Too violent.
The film was too violent.
That's
Was that
so,
it?
so
that's
because
the real that's the real
all
answer.
the houses are up there, but isn't the school in the valley
They
somewhere?
found they had to find another school. I think it's it's like was it like a middle school or a
Something, yeah.
grade school? But
So Scream, huh?
That was the answer.
What?
yeah,
Well, Scream was in the question.
unfortunately, I think you forgot the rules of the podcast, which is we're supposed to come up with a fun answer
Well,
and
yeah.
then come around.
My joke answer would have been that Wes Craven, they flunked him.
Oh yeah, he went there and they flunked him.
He doesn't have a high school diploma
yeah,
because
can we take that again?
All right, we'll do
Okay.
the joke answers
wait,
after.
no. But you're going to take my answer. Is that
No,
what
I'll do a
you're
new
doing?
one. I'll do a new
Oh,
one.
we'll do a new
They
one.
went. They
All
were
right,
filming
3,
there.
2, 1, go.
All right. The reason is because they were filming there,
Uh-huh.
and Wes Craven used the restroom
Uh-huh.
during a break in shooting, and then he came out, and then a janitor went in afterwards and said someone took a dookie and didn't flush in there. And Wes Craven said, "It wasn't me. I didn't do a number 2." And they said, "You're the only one that's been in there." And it led to a whole blow up
Yeah.
that
Uh-huh.
shut down production for
Yeah.
3 weeks.
So sad
He
for him.
still on his dying day, he was asked about it. He said, "It wasn't me that laid that dookie.
They had to-
Maybe it was the janitor. Maybe it was
Oh.
there before I went in, but it wasn't me." And then he passed away.
They had to call in a crime scene cleaning team.
Yeah.
It was that bad, huh?
That bad.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
school took the side of the janitor, and so
Oh.
that's why he put that message.
Well,
in
Always
there.
taking the side of the janitor.
And we all know in Scream, the janitor is like a Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, it's
nod.
funny. I was picturing Freddy Krueger the whole time, and I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was because that's who that is in Scream.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Zach?
I think it's because Wes Craven was going to film there, and then he was bullied by the children. On they thought they were like, "Who's this creepy old man on the playground?" And he's like, "I'm just trying to get shots for the film." And they're like, "Go away, you weirdo!" And he was run out of town. And
And then the parents
and then-
burned him alive.
Yes.
I'll
Wow.
get back at them
Wow.
in the credits of my movie.
I got nothing. Wes Craven. I mean, they probably just made fun of his name. All the children bullies to piggyback off.
Well, there's
of what
nothing
they're
to
saying.
make fun of.
Maybe
in
he
that
went to the
name.
cafeteria because he was Wes Craven.
Some
What's it-
poutine.
Yeah.
Is that Wes Craven's real name? What's his real name?
Let me see.
Because I find it hard to believe that a horror director maybe one of the greatest horror directors of all time. His name is Wes Craven.
Wesley Earl Craven.
That's
It got
wild.
weirder. Wesley Earl Craven. So well, I'm Wesley Earl Craven. Like he sounds like he's an old prospector.
He sounds like he was born into a family known for their horror takes, and he inherited the mantle of his father, the elder Craven, who also wrote horror novels, and he brought it into. This is how it feels.
Yeah.
Well, you and Zach snuffled that one out, James. It was a reference to the governing board revoking a verbal agreement for the movie to be filmed in Santa Rosa High School. And then they backed out very close to when production was supposed to begin.
Yeah.
It created some problems.
He screwed him.
Yeah.
You screwed me, Santa Rosa High School.
I don't even remember a school in that movie, but I've only seen it once.
You
Gotta
don't
watch it
remember
again.
a school?
Wait, isn't Fonzie in it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the
He's
principal.
the principal. Okay, I do remember.
Yeah.
That's it. I
That's
remember
it.
now.
And the janitor dressed like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been answer for it.
Was this another secret Halloween episode?
No.
It's
We
Elisa's
just love
interest.
we love Scream.
Yeah. Scream is timeless. It's
It's
not
timeless.
necessarily a Halloween
I'll
movie.
watch Scream any day of the year.
Any day.
Thank you so much for subscribing to the podcast, for sharing it with your friends and family. That really helps us when you share it with people and then they become listeners too.
Especially your moms. If you send it to your moms, they're gonna like
They
it.
love it.
Yeah.
Love
Mommy
love it.
likey.
Yeah.
I probably already have that picture of my saxophone by now.
And what else? What
we
else?
have to assign the piggy.
You
The
gotta assign
official
a piggy, yeah.
I don't
The
know.
formal announcement of the piggy. I vote AJ is the piggy of the podcast for knowing about the
Yo-yos?
yo-yo tricks.
Yeah.
I'll take it
I'm going to
because
say
I'm
that
a proud
too.
piggy.
I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote Zach because he hates it most.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
It's like trying to put a costume on a dog. They don't want it. They don't like it. But it looks cute. Damn it.
Well, you're not going to see my trick.
Oh no! But I'm so thirsty.
I also want to take a minute to shout out a member of the Answer For It podcast community, someone who replies to every single YouTube video when it comes out with "Love this podcast." I do not remember their username.
Is it NCIS fan? Because they're always, I see them in the
Well,
comments.
you shouted someone else, so let's say it's NCIS
Oh, okay.
fan.
I like to shout out that person a few episodes ago who said it was getting stale that we did Mike Myers stuff.
We didn't do a
Yeah.
single
Not a
one.
single
Not a
Mike
single one,
Myers.
Not a single. Hello.
Go on, now you
Hello.
ruined it. Now we did it.
Oh yeah, let's
Oh.
end this podcast now.
Oh my God.
Answer For It is an Airwave Media podcast.